What's the best amount to start trading binary options with? When I first got into trading, I had no answer to that. But I did have ambition, confidence, and surprisingly, money. I deposited a pretty big amount of money right away because I thought the bigger the deposit, the more opportunities. And live the dream, freedom, money, and life of a trader. Reality hit hard. Within a couple of days, I lost the half of my deposit. By the end of the week, it was almost a zero on my balance. It's not about how much you deposit. It's about how you trade, how prepared you are, and whether you can manage risk. So in this video, I will share my personal experience, and I will also break down what amount I started with and why it was a mistake, what amount actually makes sense depending on your goals, also how to allocate your deposit properly so you will not lose everything in one trading session. So get comfortable, this is gonna be interesting, sometimes funny, but most of all real. And my name is Lisa, girl in trading, and let's get started. So guys, here is our pocket option account, and of course we will combine practice with the theory at the same time, so it will be much more interesting to watch for it, and also you will know something useful and we will also practice it right away. So firstly, guys, we go to our indicators, here it is, and we choose one moving averages with period of 13 SMA. Then we choose fractal house and we change the period to 5 and click save. And after this, we will also need a Williams indicator and we will change the period here to 10. So we were using a lot with U moving average before, but we didn't use that much Williams and fractal house indicators, so now I will tell you more about them. So the Williams indicator with a 10 period setting that we did here is an oscillator that shows how close the current price is to the high or low over the last 10 candles. So it moves in a range between 0 and minus 100, and it's especially effective for identifying reversal points on short time frames, M1 or M5, making it ideal for the trades like 2 or 3 or 4 minutes on binary options. But here, as you can see, we have minus 80, the oversold zone, and minus 20, the overbought zone. So you open a signal up when you see that the indicator drops below the minus 80, so it's the oversold zone, and the lines start moving upward, exiting the oversold area. This is definitely a sign to open a trade up. So guys, let's change our time of the expiration to 2 minutes, amount of money per trade to $25. And let's open here a buy trade for 2 minutes, because we can see here that the price is touched the lower fractal house band, showing us that really soon it could be a reversal happened here. Also, we can see on the Williams that before our line, the main one, was in the oversold zone on the red line, and now start reversing in an upward direction, and also now price is higher than the moving average line, so it's also giving us the buy signal. So this is one of the most, actually, as I said already, and most important question for beginners. So because the right starting amount can either build your confidence and lead to results, or drain your motivation and money within the days. And the truth is, there is no one size fits all answer. So it depends on your goals, your experience, and your psychology, of course. So if you are a complete beginner and you just want to try it out, I recommend you to start with $50 to $100, because it's great for learning the platform. You can test strategies without stressing about the losses, and also think of this as your learning mode. Better to drive slow than crash fast. But let's be clear, here on this level, with this amount of money on your deposit, you will not make thousands of dollars in a week or even in a month, because the goal for this level is learning and not earning a lot. Of course, you can make like $10 or $15 in a day with this amount of money, but not hundreds and thousands in a week. So guys, and it's 8 seconds till the end of a trade. Let's see what we're gonna have. 4, 3, 2, 1, and we close this trade in a plus. Okay, perfect. We got some profits, so now we're gonna find some other situation where we can open a trade. We just change our amount of money. And guys, for those who's watching this video right now and thinking, oh my god, this is so cool, but so difficult, I would never do it by myself. Lisa, maybe you have some solutions for us. And my answer is yes. And if to be more clear, this is my own Telegram channel with absolutely free signals on pocket option. And I already hear you saying, oh my God, this is another one trading girl that's selling her courses or VIP club or the signals. Oh, ew. But what if I will say you that this is absolutely free? Yeah, I don't take any money from my subscribers for my signals or VIP Club channel, and also there is no minimum deposit. You can deposit even like $10 or $20 and still join my VIP Club channel, and the access is gonna be forever. Guys, I'm not gonna tell a lot of the words for it because you can just watch all of my results, because I show real statistic and real results and real strategies every day in my main Telegram channel. I also do their voice trading sessions and live streams to show you that this is actually working. So you can just check everything in practice, because the theory is one thing, but the practice is a different one. So guys, you know where the link in the most safest place in the description of this video, and we are continuing trading. So let's change our amount to $30 here. And we can see it was the upward trend before. It achieved this resistance level, started reversing in a downward direction. This last green candles is probably just a corrective one. So that's why here we open a sell trade, guys. Because here we can see that their price is lower than the moving average. So it's giving us a sell signal. Also, recently our price touched the upper line of the fractal house band, giving us a reversal signal. And also the line of Williams is start going lower again to the oversold zone. So let's continue talking about what amount of money you need to start with. So if you already understand the basics and want to level up, you can start with $100 to $300. So now you can apply a proper risk management, 1 to 3% per trade. Also, you will start seeing real profit, not just like a pennies or $5 or $10 profit in a day. And you can safely use also strategies like martingale or a catch-up system without blowing your account that fast, and having much more steps to divide your deposit, so you can use more trades and more steps to do a catch-up system. About the risk management and catch-up system, I already had the video, so you can watch it on my YouTube. It was just recently. So, but also you need to remember that you don't need to increase your deposit just because you're impatient. It's better to grow slowly and steadily than to rush into losses. Because me, for example, as the person that have my VIP Club channel, and of course I'm really interested that you will trade with me every day and you will deposit more and everything. At the same time, I totally understand that you are beginners. Of course, I could say that, oh yeah, guys, just, deposit $1,000 and you will make like $5,000 in just a week and blah, blah, blah. But I don't say that, because I totally understand that for this, you just need a time and more experience. So it's 1 second, guys, and we close this trade in a plus. Absolutely confidently we did this. So guys, now let's find another situation. Of course, guys, now we're gonna open a sell trade. So I hope you also voted for this option. We opened a trade for 2 minutes as well. Here everything is obvious. Our price touched the upper line of the fractal house band, showing us probability of the reversal. Our price still hasn't crossed the moving average line, but it's doing it right now actually. So it's also a more even stronger sell signal right now. And before, our line was on the overbought area on the Williams indicator, and now it's already exiting this zone. So yeah, I was talking about that. Of course, me as a trader that have my community and everything, and of course for me, it's like it would be more great if you will deposit more something. But at the same time, I totally understand that you are just beginners, and I want you to start slowly. And that's why I also don't have any minimum deposit when you enter my VIP Club channel. By the way, it's absolutely free for everyone. Like, you can just join at any time and you will have the access forever, guys, forever. I'm doing my community already for like 3 years, and the people that join me 3 years is still trading with me, just depositing one time. You can deposit even like $20 or $30 or even less, and still I will send you the link to my VIP Club channel, because I have a goal more long term. Because I understand that if you will start and if you will actually like this process, you will grow your deposit slowly and you will actually see the result. You will trade with me for a long time. I just don't want people to be stressful and scary when they just start trading, because if you deposit like $500, you feel really stressed of losing this money, and you will think about every trade like, oh my God, what if I'm gonna lose it right now? Or when you're gonna do a catch up with like $100 or $200, of course you're gonna be scary. It's absolutely normal reactions of the person to this kind of the trades or situation. So guys, at 3 seconds, 2, 1, and we close it in a plus. Perfect, guys. I hope today we will not have any catch-ups or something, and it will all go really calm and clear. Okay, here is pretty interesting one. So here let's open one trade down, and actually it's so good one, so I think I'm gonna open a double up here for 2 minutes as well. As you can see, our trades is the same time of the expiration, so it will end at the same time. And also I'm gonna draw something for you to explain you the situation here a little bit more. So as we can see, here the chart could go in this direction, continue the previous pattern, and just go in like some kind of lateral movement, but eventually it broke the upper line of the fractal house band and went even higher. So it broke the previous resistance level, and now it has a chance to go to this orange rectangle, but at the same time, by the previous shadow of the green candles, you can see it's pretty big wick here. It shows us that the buyers were trying to break this level and went even higher, but they couldn't, and that's why here's a red candle appear on the chart. So our price will continue going in a downward direction right now to this like green rectangle. So yeah, I was telling about the deposit, right? Because actually, yeah, it's one of the most popular question, and of course a lot of people want to make as much money as they can as fast as they can as well. And I was the same actually. When I started, I just deposited like $500 as I had in my savings, and I was thinking, oh, I will do right now in a week like double to my deposit, like $1,000 or $1,200, and I will buy the MacBook, or I will save up more money and will start trading again. But when I deposited this kind of the money, it was all of my savings, I realized, oh my god, I'm so scary. And of course, because that moment I didn't know how to work with my emotions, I didn't know that much about the risk management system, about the martingale or ketchup system as well. Of course, I lost all of this money, and for me it was a heartbreak full, absolutely, because I had this hope, I had this faith, and I was thinking that this is also easy, because as all of the traders shows that, you know guys, by the way, it's 6 seconds right now till the end of a trade. It's fluctuating so much. 3, 2, 1. Okay, but we were lucky enough to close this trade. It was so close to our entry point, but we did it, guys. So now let's go to another situation, and you open a signal down when you see that the indicator rises above -20, the overbought zone, and the line starts moving downward, exiting the overbought area. So you open a signal down. And also let's talk about more about the fractal house bands indicator. So of course it's a technical analysis tool based on house theory and fractal geometry designed to detect trend direction and volatility zone. So it appears in the chart as two dynamic bands, as you can see here, similar to a channel, that expand and contract based on price movement. So when the market is calm, bands become narrow, and when the volatility increases, bands expand. So this helps us to identify breakouts, trend continuation, and reversals, which are key for binary options, of course. Okay guys, here is pretty interesting situation actually, and we can also go to the indicators and open the zigzag here just to see the movement of the trend right now. And it's definitely in general the downward trend, of course, with a lot of the fluctuations, but I'm gonna open here sell trade for 2 minutes, because by all of the indicators it's definitely a sell signal. Our line of Williams in the oversold zone right now, and it's not showing the signs of reversal, because actually a lot of people think when they see, for example, in the RSI or this kind of the indicators like Williams, when they see the price in the oversold zone, they immediately think that, oh, now it's going to be a reversal. But it's not working like this. For example, before, as you can see, it was a downward trend here also for a pretty long time, and our blue line of Williams was pretty long time in the oversold zone, and only after some time, after like 20 or 30 minutes, it reversed in the upward direction. So you don't need to think that if the price just achieved, like this main line achieved the oversold zone and even lower than the oversold zone, like this red line is here, you don't need to immediately think that it will reverse right now, because you just need to wait for another signs of the reversal. For example, some green candles, 1 to 3 green candles, that could shows you that, okay, this is definitely a reversal time. Or for example, a big wicks from the candles that shows you that the sellers couldn't break this level lower. Guys, let's change our amount of money actually here to 150, because it doesn't look that good right now. It's 31 seconds right now. Okay, we're in the plus. Now we're in the plus as well, but it's fluctuating so much. It's all because of this corrective green candle before. Okay, now this is going pretty great, so I don't think that we need here Ketchup now is like minus 100 points already. The difference between the entry points and the exit point. So okay, it's 8 seconds. Thank God. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and we close this trade also in a plus. So let's change our amount of money to $70, and let's find some other situation where we could open our trade. Okay, here is pretty interesting one. So we're gonna open here buy trade for 2 minutes, and you will say to me, Lisa, what are you doing? In general, here is the downward trend and it should continue, but now I will draw it for you. So the first zone is here, and by the fractal indicator we can see it pretty good. Then the second zone was here, and the third zone was here. I will do it with a different color so you'll understand it more. So before, our chart was moving in this orange rectangle, then in green one, and now it break the line between green and red rectangle because it's like the past support level, but actually it's a fake breakout, and we can see it by the green candles when we opened a trade, and also on the candle that's going on right now we can see a pretty big lower wick that's showing us that the sellers were trying to go lower but they couldn't, and the price immediately rised up. So that's why I think our price should go in the upper direction and should continue going in the green rectangle. And here also by the Williams indicator we can see that this was in the oversold zone, but when we open a trade it started going higher and higher, and it's already in the overbought zone right now where we're talking here, and our price already higher than the moving average line, showing us the definitely a buy signal. So yeah, here we wait for a trade to close, but I'm pretty sure that we'll close it here in the plus. It's 23 seconds, guys, till the end of a trade. So of course, you also need to understand that sometimes the market is really crazy, some situation happens, some news just dropped, for example, in the market that could affect on your trading session. So you need to be ready for everything, and that's why you need to use the risk management, the money management, and the catch-up system as well. 1 second, we close the trade in a plus. Okay, perfect. We have already $349. We change our amount of money to $80. Today wouldn't use like all of the money on our deposit per trade, so we are just growing it pretty slowly, but at the same time pretty effectively. And you see, I'm just using like some part of my deposit, so I'm not scary even if I will lose the trade. So I also have a choice to open a catch up and just recover my losses and still have a profit. Guys, by the way, if you want a more detailed video about the catch up system, just let me know in the comments and I will definitely make it for you. So here what we can see here, let's open a sell trade for 2 minutes. Here's pretty obvious. Also, the price is below our moving average line. It hasn't achieved the lower line of the fractal house, so it's still the distance till our support level, and also the line of Williams start going in the lower direction to the oversold zone. Also, if you are more confident, for example, in your skills or following reliable trading signals as I have, so you can start with like $400, $500, $600 and more, because now you have a real room to grow your account. Also, you can split your funds into blocks and trade flexibly, and you can use a Mardigan system with a lot of the steps, so that's how you will definitely close it, for example, even on the 5th or the 6th trade. But of course, this is emotionally harder because you have so much money in your account, but perfect if you are no longer a beginner. But golden rule is only start with what you can afford to lose, because in trading anything can happen, to profit or losing. So your job is to stay in the game. So that means protecting your capital, your mindset, and your desire to keep going. And guys, by the way, it's 15 seconds right now till the end of a trade, and we are still not in the plus. So you can say that's what we were talking about. You don't need to be scary of losing your deposit, because if this kind of a situation happened, a lot of people were stressed a lot about this and probably will start opening, trying to protect their capital or something, but eventually they will lose. So yeah, we didn't close this trade, but it's okay. And now we will just open a catch up for $200, even more, because I want to make more. So let's draw it here a little bit. So we can see the zone here right, where our price is going right now, and also the zone here. So here we have two choices, or our price will go to the orange rectangle, or the price will reverse and will go in the red rectangle and then to the green one. And here we can see the price went lower eventually while we were talking and pretty strong actually. So as you can see, you can miss this kind of the situation when you just doing it for too long. So firstly, I wanted to open here a sell trade, but because it's changed here already, I'm gonna open a buy trade, because also after this kind of the strong downward movement in this situation, it's usually a really fast reversal happen. So that's why we open here a trade up for 2 minutes. So I also wanted to tell you like what is gonna happen if you will start with $1,000 and no experience at the same time, because you will quickly feel the fear of losing, also the greed of winning, and worst of all, emotions that destroy your strategy. So what is the result? Loses, frustration, and thinking that this doesn't work. But the truth is, it does work if you start right. So my recommendation, if you are a total beginner, start with $50 to $100. If you're learning and testing, start with 100 to, for example, $200. If you're ready to grow and follow the signals, for example, start with $300. And if you are experienced in trading with the plan or also with the signals, $500 to $1,000 and more. So yeah, but firstly, I actually recommend you to start trading on the demo account, of course, but not trading there for too much time, because a lot of people get used to it, and when they go to the real account, they feel really scary and frustrated about, oh my god, this is real money, this is my money, I cannot trade with this. So for example, when they trade in the demo account, everything is great, but when they go to the real account, boom, they feel frustrated, they feel so scary, and they cannot make any result. So guys, just for example, trade for a few trading sessions on the demo account, or for example, when you practice some strategy, or for example, testing my signals, and then go to the real account, because you will just get into the demo account and you will not be able to trade on the real one. So it's 10 seconds to the end of the trade. As you can see, it reversed, as I told you, in the upward direction. So it's 4, 3, 2, 1. And look at this, we closed our trade in a plus. I hope you liked this video. Let me know in the comments if you want to know more about some kind of the strategies, or for example, the catch-up system or martingale system. In other words, I will be really happy to make the video about this for you. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because here I post a lot of the new videos about the trading absolutely for free. A lot of people sell this kind of the information for big money, and I give it for you just like that. So please guys, use these knowledges for your experience and for your growth. And I will see you on the next trading session. Bye bye.